Karl, must be one of the more exhausting victories you've had to experience.
Yeah, they were excellent, the players. I thought they were. Before we start, I want to know for Nathan, our head groundsman. He's worked tirelessly. He was so disappointed in a game being called off last week, as we all were. But he's worked his socks off. Him and his team. This victory's down to the work ethic of the club, and they've tried to give us a pitch to train on. And you've seen today, tactically, we look very, very good. But it was a difficult one. It was hard.
And after 12 minutes, got even harder, of course.
It was a penalty. It was a penalty. It wasn't a penalty. It was definitely a sending off. And I thought it was unlucky for Lewis Page because he's been injured now in the first game, been out for a few weeks, and then he's been sent off again in the first few minutes. And I feel sorry for him because it wasn't even his man. He did unbelievable to almost get there. But other than that, I don't think there was many chances created. I thought we looked disciplined. Another point as well, our second oldest player was our goalkeeper at 26 years of age, and I think it showed you in the energy and the legs that we had in the team, and that's the way I want my teams to play. I want them to play with energy and quality.
Before the sending off, before the goal, the ultimate penalty for the sending off, of course, I thought we were edging it. Yeah,
I said to Richie, I can't say exactly what I said, but you can imagine it. I just swear word or two in it. I said I thought we looked a very good team. We looked like we were trying to play. We had two shots, I think. We looked like we were trying to move the ball through the midfield. We played out really well. But then we got hit with that sucker punch off the goal kick, and then we switched off a little bit. But then it's all about regrouping. It's all about reshuffling, and we moved Joe Revo to the left, played a little bit lopsided, but Nathan narrow without the right winger, so we almost went with the three still in there, but with the left winger, so at least we could have some sort of outlet. Tony Watt worked his socks off. About time. No, he was excellent, Tony, and he had a go at me for bringing him off. He said that he had 90 minutes left in him. So you've got nothing. So it was, but I think everyone to the man today deserved to stand up and take the plaudits because they were excellent.
Our team performance was superb, of course, but Forstakowski won't have a better day than that, I suspect.
He's a good player. He needs to be better. Don't be too easy on him because he's a talent. So let's not get too carried away. If he performs like that for the next 5, 6, 7, 8 games, I'll let him off at 1 or 2 average ones. I said to him before the game, he wasn't happy with me. I said, last time you were here, you were rubbish. And he was poor. And we got beat 3-1. And first thing he said when he walked off, he went, I wasn't rubbish today, was I? But he's a real talent. He really is. His quality, I like left-footed midfield players. They have this silkiness about him. You can see he can slow the game down, he can quicken it up. He's tenacious, he's aggressive. So to get 2 assists from him and then the other new sign and Nathan Byrne chipping in with a goal, it was important. So it looks like a lot of good work being done in January. I think people have gone out to be without like Foxy and Adam Lookman within this window and still to be performing the way we have. I think it's 7 points now in the 3 games in January. It's a tremendous return by the players, and hopefully we can follow that up now with some home results.
You must have expected to come under a lot of pressure in that second half, but you must be delighted with the way that we handled it.
Yeah.
It looked like the only thing that was going to let us down would be a mistake.
Yeah, or a referee decision. Because when Ezri Konsa breaks out in 93rd minute and gets basically just jumped into and he somehow rides the tackle but he overruns it because he has to and he plays on. I thought there was a number of things that I didn't think went for us again today. Whether I don't know what we've done as a club, but there certainly seems that the officials have certainly got it in for us at the moment. Even though we got the sending off right, I've got to give them that credit. But this is a good side. Listen, Phil Parker's done an unbelievable job. These are 3rd in the league. I think with 2 games in hand, if they won this and they would have won one of the 2 games in hand, they would have been sat 2nd in the automatic place. We've come here with 10 men for 80 minutes and got a victory. Yeah, so to me that's improvement. Unbeaten now since it's a Peterborough or Millwall Peterborough game, so that's a long time ago. But we've got to keep that run going. We've got to keep moving forward. The draw now at home to Millwall looks a better draw, and we can move on. And we've got probably another difficult test now at home next week against Fleetwood. They've I think a number of games unbeaten. We seem to be playing every team when they've got that little bit of momentum. But that's part and parcel of being successful.
Will you be looking to
possibly
anybody?
Possibly we do need broad bodies. I think 1 or 2 may go out as well. It's important that we get the right people in. I think you've seen I want honest people. I want the right type of people. I think the fans respect that. I think the fans like that. And players who excite me. I like getting excited. Tracy and Ricky Holmes back. He'll start now next week. Obviously it's a natural one where Chicks will drop back to left back and Ricky will come in at left wing. So getting him back on the pitch, but then you start looking around and who you're going to have from the bench that can really change it in the wide area. So I do think we need a winger, maybe a striker, or a striker who can play as a winger, maybe, just to give us that little bit more threat.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Cheers, Bob.
Karl, do you think like results and performances like today might help you persuade the owner to maybe bring in a couple more players?
Listen, the owners said I can.
Yeah.
So it's not like they've said no to me. I just can't get my head around some of the figures that we've been told about certain players. It's extortionate. It's wrong. It's amazing how Charlton always have to pay top dollar and everyone else seems to get away with a little bit of a discount. Can't be the case. We have to be seen as the same as the rest of the clubs, but it's got to be the right player. I can't just do a deal just for the sake of doing a deal. I have to do it to make this club better for the longevity of it. In an ideal world, we'd like to buy somebody that's ours, that's under 24 years of age, that can drive us forward. Not maybe an older player. We've got enough of them quality older players. I want to add to the group that can be here and give us tremendous longevity, and hopefully we can do that in forthcoming weeks.
And talking of longevity, you're able to put Duke Steele on the bench today. He's looks like a player for the future.
He's a top player. Great kid. He worked really hard in training, and I like that. A little bit short. Obviously, Texas back now for next week as well, but I've got a big decision to make there. But like I say, for the young players of Charlton Athletic, I think they've seen, I'll give you a chance if you're good enough. I won't maybe look elsewhere. Sometimes maybe the answer's sometimes within, but it's harder to see that. Yeah, I think it's one of them ones where we look so far afield. There's more clarity in that, when actually looking close to home, they've been grounded in the right way with Steve Avery and Jason Ewell, and maybe they're the right way. Maybe that's the way forward, because it's I was speaking to someone the other day who's a top academy director, and he used to work in South East London, and he felt it is the hottest property for young players. So maybe we need to look a little bit harder and closer to home.
The fans who travelled a long way today, they've been delighted to see both sides of the game, the counter-attacking that we saw for the second goal in particular, and the defensive, especially in the second half. They'll be going home happy today.
Hopefully the fans are proud of their team. That's the most important thing. I always want people to be proud of their team, and that's what I'm trying to give them. I'm trying to give them some pride back into their club, and hopefully we can do that.